What's up, sports to the bone family? Welcome to another live. Hope everybody is doing okay. Hope you had a wonderful day. Mr. Lover, early as per usual. Big up yourself, Mr. Lover. Shout out to you all. Hope you all are, alive and well. All right. Shout out to all the children that we have on the platform here. We have a lot of children here that usually watch the program. Today, a lot of you started back school. So shout out to you all, wishing for you a wonderful school year. Hope you will achieve all your goals and everything like that. All right, so into the meat of the matter, guys. Earlier this morning, I did a video talking about a possible try series that might go on in October next month. That is involving West Indies, Australia, and Afghanistan. Yeah, man. I saw some information on the ESPN Quick Info website and Sportsmax and a couple more of those other platforms. Confirming that it's a possibility that Afghanistan will play host to West Indies and Australia. And just to make it clear, we all know the unrest that is taking place over there in Afghanistan. So when we say play host, if you really listen to the video this morning, you would have heard that I said the games will be held in Qatar and another place there, right? Because we don't know what's going on over there in Australia. All right. All right, so Mr. Lover and I place, big up. Life with Kayla Wandan say, hi, sir. All right, Kayla, probably one of my students from school. Big up yourself. All right, Jaden Moses say, West Indies will win the tri-series. Well, let's say, Jaden Moses, we will win that tri-series. It would be nice. It would be nice to get that sort of momentum going into the World Cup, yes. At the end of the day, remember, we just flagged Australia. Not saying that we will be able to walk over Afghanistan, but we just flagged Australia, so we are going to be high on confidence going up against them. And Afghanistan will pose a threat because of the spin, and they have a couple of good batsmen there also. But I wouldn't disagree with you, Jaden Moses. Going into that, it is possible for us to win the tri-series. And at the end of the day, I don't even really worry about winning the series itself. You see, it would be nice to win, but at the end of the day, I want to know that all the plans or all the fine details that they want to work on, they get a chance to work on them. And so, so that whichever player they might want to bring in, they are able to bring them in. All right, DeAndre Blackwood say, in the building. Big up yourself, DeAndre Blackwood. Good to have you here another evening and another live, Yeah, man. So as I was saying, guys, we definitely would want to win this tri-series, but at the end of the day, if we use it for a practice, listen to me now, I am not advocating for losing. I'm saying if we use it for a sort of practice and the practice pay off in the sense that it helps us to select a couple of players that we probably wouldn't have selected, and in the starting 11 and thing. And it so happened that those players go on to work out to play well for us in the World Cup. What would we then say about that? Blackwood say, I am just hearing about this Australia and Afghanistan tri-series. Yeah, man, I saw it last night on the sports news and primetime sports, and this morning I decided that I was going to check it out. And I actually saw the article on the ESPN Quick Info website. They just want to finalize certain details. It is supposed to run from, I think they said the first week of October, somewhere thereabout. Yeah, I think they said the first week of October, but everything is not finalized and concrete as yet because of the certain logistics and things. All right, Mr. Lover, as usual, reminding you peeps to drop a like, right? Because a lot of persons just come on, listen to the content, get entertained, put in their comments, let their comments be, get heard, and them just move on without giving the video a like. But I just one of them things still. All right, so we are definitely going to be looking forward to that tri-series. If you saw the thumbnail for this live, then you would have seen that then you would have seen that the Reggae Boyz, I have a picture there of the Reggae Boyz, right? And they lost to Panama yesterday. Yeah, man, yesterday evening they played against Panama at the National Stadium, and they lost that game 3-0. I think it was. Boy, I'm telling you guys, the man come right in our background, come beat us. Right in our background, come beat us. You understand? But it is what it is. You know, it is what it is. All right, I was just trying to pull up something. All right, Mr. Lover saying, won't the IPL be playing? The last time I heard, the IPL was supposed to resume on the 19th of September, I think. Not sure now. If it is the case that it will resume on the 19th of September, I'm not even sure how long it will run for. But the last time I heard something, you know, that's what I heard. All right, Blackwood say they can take the players that emerge from CPL. I hope that the Tri-Series doesn't clash with IPL. All right. Mr. Lover say, I think it will. But based on what I'm here, the Tri-Series is the first week of October, and the IPL will run from the 19th of September. Not sure how far down it will go. I am trying to pull up something here. Just give me a second. I see where the IPL will resume from the 19th of September. Whoa. And I am seeing where it will go. The final will go until the 15th of October. So that is what I'm seeing here. The IPL is set to resume on the 19th of September and will run to the 15th of October. This is what I'm seeing here. If in the future I get any other information, I will let you guys know. And the Tri-Series, I think what I saw this morning was that, you know, it's supposed to run from the first week. So let us see how that will go. Henry say if Reggae Boyz play Arsenal, both of them will lose the match. Right now, if Reggae Boyz and Arsenal play a game, boy, Thomas say what format they will be playing. T20, man, T20. From once a year, a Tri-Series so close to the World Cup, then it's a T20. And Afghanistan and Australia are supposed to go head-to-head in a one-off test match. And that test match was supposed to be played, I think it was in December of 2020, but because of the Big C, you understand, it got postponed. Guys, remember to give the video a like, you know, so the algorithm can push it out, so the other viewers that, well, the other supporters can come on. We have over 4,500 subscribers now. When we're going live, most of the time we barely make 100. So we want the guys to share up the thing and like up the thing, man. You understand? All right. Jacob say, hi, good afternoon, Sports to the Bone. West Indies squad will be announced on the 9th of September. All right, Jacobs. Yeah, man. Yeah, all right, good. Thomas say, where will be played? Well, it will not be played in Afghanistan based on what is going on there. But if you guys had listened to the video this morning, I gave the two locations. I think it is Qatar and Qatar and somewhere else. I don't remember, but yeah, man, in the same sort of vicinity. Mr. Lover said, well, no Hetmeyer, no Pura, no Holland, no Pollard, no Russell, no Allen, no Lewis. Well, those are the guys that are involved in the CPL, in the IPL, but I think we still can feel a good team. You understand? Rutherford and Chase and those guys coming through should be able to go out there and do something. Yeah, man, you missed Bravo and Bravo also. You understand? But let us see how it will work. Let us see how things will go. You understand? But those are some key players, and you know, if we are going to go without them, then the guys that will be given the opportunity, you know, they will need to grab it with both hands. And based on what is going on here in the CPL, guys, we have a couple of players, man. We have some players that can go out and do them thing. All right, so Blackwood say we can feel the emerging start from the CPL. All right, so you understand. So the emerging stars And the man we see doing some work in the CPL here, we can maybe give them the opportunity to go and play. Because I mean, you point out a couple of players, yes, Mr. Love and Hetmeyer, Poor and Hola, Pollard, Russell, Allen, Bravo. Those players would be the core of our T20 team, yes. But when you look at it, we still have a couple players. Fletcher, who isn't my favorite, but we know that if it is the case that Lewis and Gale isn't there, then we know Fletcher will definitely go. He has some experience. I doubt Lendl Simmons currently has any IPL contract, so he would be there also as a senior man. More than likely, they would carry Bravo. They would carry him as a senior man also. The likes of Rutherford, Raston Chase, Kenara Lewis Brooks. These guys are doing pretty well. Jake, Vasford Drake's son, Dominic Drake's. Those are guys that are doing pretty well. So, you know, who to tell? Things could work out. Jacob says, Sports to the bone. I believe the squad that's select for the World Cup will be play the series is leading up to the World Cup. Yeah, I was saying in the video this morning that it would be a good practice, yes, but we have to remember that the players already have a commitment, you know. Players have a commitment to the IPL. So if it is the case that they will do some sort of arrangement to get them to play a couple of games at the IPL and maybe play a couple of one of the games for us or so. But at the end of the day, we want our top players to get good practice going into the series, into the World Cup. Blackwood say emerging players such as Bishop, Naeem Young, Odin Smith, etc. Yeah, man, those guys are doing very well also. Bishop, I think, Smith, I think he has the fastest delivery thus far. Bowling some good line and length, you know, so coupled with the likes of Drake's, Rutherford, Romario, Shepherd, Chase, Kenara Lewis, as Blackwood is saying, Kesrick Williams. You know, these guys have some amount of international experience. So if we have to feel from there, then you know, it could work. I notice a lot of persons not calling Rampal's name. So far, I think he's a leading wicket taker. You understand? And if we're going to be losing Russell, Bravo, and Pollard, who bows a little bit, if we're going to be losing all of those guys, then maybe Rampal would be there to help spearhead the attack. Yeah, man. So, because, you know, Mr. Lover say Fletcher, Simmons, Thomas, Rutherford, Chase, Hammerage, Walsh, Walsh Jr., Paul, Joseph, Shepherd, Hussein. And that is a good unit. I would necessarily go with Kimo. Well, Kimo Paul is bouncing back now, so maybe he would stand a chance. But that is a good little unit right there, Mr. Lover. You understand? I doubt McCoy has any IPL contract. Yeah, man, he don't have any IPL contract. So if it is the case that his shin splints are you know, improved, then we would use him. And for those who are involved in sports, you would understand that shin splint, those are some very, you know, hard to deal with in type of injuries. Usually some blood build up behind the shin and all of them sort of things. And he's a pace bowler, so all of that impact will continuously aggravate it and all of them things. So we're hoping that he will get over that. All right, Blackwood say Rampal is the leading wicket taker, so he should be considered. Exactly. All right. Henry say, I read that one of the issues they were having with holding the Football World Cup in Qatar was the high temperatures. Why would they want to hold cricket matches there? Well, that is a good question. That is a good question because football only lasts for 90 minutes, and just like how cricket can be played under lights, football can be played under lights. But sometimes when you hear certain things, still, you know, well, when you read certain things, you know, sometimes people put them narrative out there what they want. But I'm not really sure about that part there, Henry. Not really sure about that part. Mr. Lover said Rampal going to the World Cup. All right. Thomas said Mr. Lover, not Paul. All right. Paul been doing pretty good from what I see. Yeah, the last couple of games, Mr. Lover, He didn't start off so good enough, but the last couple of games he has definitely improved. So I sort of understand what you're saying. Yeah, man. Ashish Nera say West Indies have to take one of Ravi or Fidel to the World Cup. All right. Thomas say, Mr. Lover, you sure? Yeah, man. Rampal, what's his name? Kimo Paul has definitely rebounded since the start. Coaches Dex in the house. Big up yourself, Coaches Dex. What are we here, boy? Them let you down yesterday, man. The Reggae Boyz. I was actually looking at the game, but boy, the man him upset me yesterday, man. Man him upset me, Bridget. You understand? Boy, it is what it is, though. So I think that is two defeat. Panama whopped us 3-0 at the stadium, and we lost 2-1 in the Azteca over there, you know, to Mexico. So I think was still. Blackwood say Teddy Bishop made 97 for West Indies under 19 today. Yeah? How did the game finish? We lost again? How did the game finish, Blackwood? I heard Samuel Badgery talking about this youngster the other day, you know, saying that he you know, he's a talented guy with the bat. All right. Damian Harrison in the house. Damian Harrison says, Sports to the bone. Does Jamaica still stand a chance to go to the World Cup? Why? It mathematically they still stand a chance, you know, Harrison, but it is even more difficult than before. You understand? So mathematically they still stand a chance based on what I know. You understand? But it's gonna be really difficult, Harrison. Difficult. Moses said West Indies lost by 1 wicket. All right, so we lost again. So that how many games that now, Moses? Salova said under 19 just decided to put everything from training camp go down there. All right. Coaches Dex reminding the people to like up the stream, you know. All right, Blackwood say yes, we lost again. Unfortunately, England won by 1 wicket with 72 balls remaining. Boy. Jaja, yeah, man, disastrous game it was. Coaches Dex. Usually would call up by the National Stadium, the office. Usually when a man go in the office and sit down and feel comfortable and ready to work, but apparently it is no longer the office for us, you know. But it is what it is. It is what it is. We have a good crop of players. It's been a while since we have had so many top English-based players turning out for us. In the in the Mexico game, we didn't have most of them turning out because of that situation with the English league teams not wanting to let them go in the red zone and thing. But in the game last night, we had a couple players. We had a strong team, but let's say it go, yeah, man. Ashish Nera said Ravi Rampal has got juicy outswingers, which makes the batsman dance to his tunes. Usually Ravi Rampal, you know, over the years he has always been a very deceptive and a very tricky bowler, you know. So it's good to see that he has maintained that and he has improved in some sense. His pace has dropped, but his skill with the ball is still there. You understand? So Mr. Lover said 2 from 6. No man, I think we're going to be playing 5 games. It's 6 games. I'm almost certain when I read the thing it said 5. All right, so Moses and Mr. Lover saying it's 6 games. All right, so we lost 2 already. Well, based on the results, we can say we had some amount of improvement from the previous game, right? So this game we had some amount of improvement. So hopefully we will have a couple more players coming through. And it might sound that way, you know, guys, but when it comes on to West Indies cricket, we just want to find a couple players that are pushing through. It's always good to find a good crop, but if you find out 3 or 4 batsmen that are really good, then we can work on them. You understand? Not every tournament that you enter, not every time when you have a crop of players, all of them going to end up good or turn out good. You understand? So if we're able to find a couple that, you know, have an idea about batting, then we can work with them. All right, hard ball in the house. Hard ball say 6 games. All right, boss. Jacob says, sports to the bone. I believe the IPL manager and West Indies Cricket Board need to come together because to talk to the the Tri Series. I believe the others two team managers will come together. Franchise cricket is a big thing. You can almost call it. Say them man they bigger than ICC cricket right now. So not a lot of franchise teams will jeopardize their business to really facilitate international games. Blackwood say I think there is a problem where the quarantine requirements by England, the clubs in England are holding to the players when the player visit red countries. There is a long quarantine period. Yeah, man, that is the issue. That is the issue. I don't know how many persons saw that disgrace between in the game. Well, in what should have been the game between Brazil and Argentina, where the Argentina players they were actually in Brazil about 3 or 4 days before the game, and the health authorities didn't do anything. And as soon as they took to the pitch, down came a army of health officials to confront. I think it was about 3 Argentines, so set away still. Hardball say 4 games remaining. 4 remain in the first round. All right. I wonder if a really hardball is. Hardball real. Boy, the way hardball is a man which part love hiding on him, no like when hardball. I wonder if a hardball no usually type like this. I wonder if they clone hardball. And if they clone hardball identity. Oh God. Yeah, Kevin D, big up. Mr. Lover say if they are smart, call Benta to help them. Why them need it's just that probably they because them announced that series already, but based on the records that they gave us for that youngster the other night, Mr. Lover, I really need him. Henry said credit to the Trinbago management for selecting Rampal as one of the top picks in the draft. They obviously saw that he still had a lot to offer. And the funny thing about it, Henry, is not like they just went ahead and selected Rampal. Rampal has been doing some work on the domestic scene. You understand? At the regional level, he has been taking wickets. So I am indeed happy also that they gave him an opportunity. But I don't want people to think that this sort of form is coincidental. He has been bowling very well. Understand? Sammy say big up yourselves. A bit late for the live. Good to see Chase perform for us. Hope he makes it through with the national T20 World Cup squad. Good win for India today. Yeah, I was actually looking at the game today. Yes, Sammy, big up. Really good to see Rastan Chase doing some work. But that India game, man, England actually lost about 6 wickets for about 64 runs, I think, in one particular session. Yeah, man. Boomer went bizarre. They lost 6 wickets for 60 something runs. It was carnage, man. It was carnage. So England, India won the game. Damian Harrison says, sports to the bone. I don't see much of the CPL. The little I saw, I don't really hear they talk much about Gale. What's up with him? I want to tell you, Damian Harrison, he hasn't been too good. Well, he has missed maybe about 3 games. He played, I think his team has played 6 games so far, or 7. He has missed about 3, played maybe about 3 or so. I think the top score that he would have gotten was a 42. But he has failed on a couple of occasions, Harrison. So Gale isn't really lighting up the place at all. Contact says, sports to the bone. Question, if Barbados Royals come last in CPL this year, would you remove the captaincy from Jason? I would. Well, it's a loaded question, It's a loaded question because we are talking about a man that would have had success as an international captain. So it's not that straightforward, but a couple of the decisions that he would have made this year, really strange contact 20. His performance, not good. His bowling, his batting, his fielding, not good. His captaincy, really not good either. But it depends. Remember it's from Barbados, so it depends on what the franchise owners would want to do. You understand? So make we look and see. Jacob says, sports to the bone. What happened to your boy Jason Holler? He needs help. Well, Jason Holler, I don't know what going wrong for Jason Holler, yeah, man. Ashish Nera says, Sports to the Bone, India are showing the world how it is done in Test cricket. Yeah, it was a good win. So I think they're leading the series 2-1 now. USA, England's batting is the worst it's been for a long time. How do they recover when only Root scores regularly? Only Root is scoring runs. I think Burns, what's his name? Burns, he gets a half century every now and again, a 40 or a 30 every now and again, but it's really not consistent. Oli Pope came in the other day, got a 70. There's a next young man that came in a couple months ago, but he has really fell down the pecking order. I think his name is Zach Crawley or something like that. Zach Crawley. He came in, but he's not doing too well. All right, Mr. Lover. Moses said, well, next year is the FIFA World Cup. Is England, Argentina, South Africa. What's yours? What are you talking about? The team to win? I have always supported Argentina if you're talking about the team to win. But I don't know if we have the best, the most talented squad as we speak. You understand? France is still looking good. Belgium is still looking good. England, the battlers, still looking good. A couple of teams looking better than my team. Brazil not looking too bad either. Spain, Germany, those teams are coming back up also. Hardball say, yeah man, Hardball say, yeah man, I'm a man. Me are the only man me know have spell the hardball this way, and me no see no one with the hardball real. Alright, hardball, I hear you. Because at the typing me I say, you look like them kidnap hardball. So Mr. Lover say, them job Conway, so I'm glad. Alright. Ashish Nera said Jasper Boomer has got some yeah, his Yorkers are pretty good, Ashish Nera. Yeah. Blackwood said Afghanistan is ranked 8th in T20 and West Indies is ranked 10th. So Afghanistan is no pushover. They have Rashid Khan and other good players. Exactly. And I think Rashid Khan is probably ranked as the number 2. Oh, I just see something pop up where a couple of persons trying to get in. Just give me a minute. I think it might be Marlon and Mr. Lover. Just give me a minute, guys. Let me just go through the other comments quickly. Just give me a minute. Let me go through the comments quickly. All right. Blackwood. These Afghanistan have some good players. Dre say Talawas had a good first game, but in my opinion, they are the weakest team on paper. Not expecting them to make playoffs. Yeah, I was indicating that. Remember before the thing started, and I was saying that not really like the Talawa squad, but you see the man even used Jason Mohammed yesterday, and the only thing Jason Mohammed did was to go out there and drop 2 catches. Ashley says, Sports of the Bone, would you say India are the best side overall in world cricket at the world? Well, overall, they are performing well in ODIs, they are performing well in T20s, they are doing well in tests. But you know, I like to base my thing off stats. So you would have to look at where each team actually ranks, and then you would do a general comparison. But England, India isn't doing too bad. You understand? They aren't doing too bad. I mean, they just England not doing too bad. Also, they just lost a game to India, yes. But you have to bear in mind that they won the previous game. They are still doing good in ODI and 50 overs. So, you know, you have to put those type of things together. Moses said West Indies will beat England next year in the test match. All right. Blackwood say I don't think Jason Ola performs better when he is not pressured. Captain Marlon say let me in when you're ready. Yeah, man, Marlon. I soon let you guys in. I just getting some comments out. Contact says Sports to the Bone. I am extremely hyped for Ronaldo's debut this Saturday, the 11th. Hey, right now, Contact 20. I tell you right now, man. I need to make sure that I look what time that Manchester United game will be played Saturday, because I'm not leaving the house. You understand me? Right now, I'm not leave the house any at all. Saturday. Yeah, man, it's going to be good. It's going to be good. Moses said, people, yeah, man, like up the live. Sports Bone say, which 4 team will go through? Jacobs, remember early couple months ago I had predicted India, I think I had predicted India, Australia, England, and I think I had predicted New Zealand. Thing might change up now based on how cricket is going. USA, would you play Jimmy Anderson in the Ashes? Australia is not good for swing bowlers. If Jaffa Archer is fit, he'll be fired down under. Well, if Jaffa Archer is fit, we still have to look at match fitness. How match fit will he be? So you have to look at that. And James Anderson, might not get a lot of swing down there, but where good line and length is concerned, he still can do some work. Blackwood is saying my test 11 is Brathwaite, Hetmeyer, Brooks, Chase, Blackwood, Myers, Ola, Da Silva, Joseph, and Roach and Seals. All right. All right, guys. I'm just gonna run through some comments quickly so I can let in Marlon and Mr. Lover. Moses, I don't think Archer will be playing in the Ashes. Yeah, man. I'm not sure if he's gonna be fit enough by then. Contact says, Sports of the Bone, do you have any idea why our young talent always change over to England? Jacob Bethel is born and raised in Barbados, yet somehow has randomly switched to play for them. It's sad, our talent pool. I want to tell you, it depends on opportunity. It all has to do with opportunity. We behave as if we are the most patriotic people because we are just watching. But when opportunity comes a begging, you have to take it. You understand? And if their family believe that is best for him where his development is concerned, then they are going to do that. I love my country here and I love Jamaica, but if I offer come for me to go and coach elsewhere, I run left the place, man. Yeah, contact. Daniel said I would definitely take Rampal and Chase to the World Cup. Rampal has shown the smarts to handle the power play overs, and Chase has the advantage of his bowling plus would break up our left-handers. All right. Ashes said Jaffa Archer is out for the Ashes. Yeah. Jacob said not World Cup. I am talking about CPL. Okay, CPL. Top four. Well, it would be a bit of cheating for me to give my prediction now. So I'm going to stick with the top four that I had selected before even before the CPL had started. I think I had gone for Trinidad and Tobago Knight Riders, St. Kitts and Nevis Patriots, Guyana Amazon Warriors. Those are the three teams that I had selected, right? Even though I am a Jamaican, I wasn't too thrilled with our team, so I didn't put them there. I think I had gone for Barbados, I think, but St. Lucia really doing well. But those are the three teams that I had selected: Trinidad and Tobago, St. Kitts, Guyana, Amazon Warriors. Say, Clayton, I like how strategic you are, including Chase in your team. You have an analytic mind. All right. All right, good. All right, so I guess I have caught up on all the comments. Let me see if I can. And guys, please be reminded that the stream is open to all the viewers. All right. It's just that Marlon and Mr. Love are always coming on, but the stream is the link is in the description below. Once you want to come on, just identify yourself in the comment section so I know who it is. So I don't let in anybody and have any mishap. But once you're willing and you want to come on, I think we can only have about 5 or so persons at a time. So if it is the case that we go over that number, then I will ask a couple of people to give their say. Then I can remove people and then ask people to come on, because that is how we do the thing. You understand? We don't want people to sit down and want to talk and don't get a chance. All right. So let me just read these last 3 comments and we'll give the guys a chance. Moses said West Indies bowling is getting stronger. Ashish Nira said Guyana Amazon Warriors are my favorites. All right. Next comment said, do you think that Rampal and Shepherd would be in the World Cup squad? I'm not sure if they're going to want to use both of them, but the 2 of them definitely putting up their hands. All right. So welcome to the live stream, Marlon and Mr. Lover. Hope the man them good enough.
Yeah, man.
All right. So, yeah, you guys hearing me?
Clearly.
All right. Hold on. All right. Hold on, peeps. I must have wonder if I can put down the headset beside me so I always have it when I come live. Sometimes wife take it up and I can't find it. All right. Hold on, let me plug in that thing. Yeah. Now hear me now, right?
Clearly.
Yeah, man.
All right, very good, very good. Once listeners, once viewers, once we are live, it's gonna be a bit technical for me to read all of your comments. All right, so the guys are going to be talking, so you know I might read a comment every now and again, but it's gonna be difficult to read everything. All right, Mr. Lover. So and Marlon, and I think DeAndre is on also. Yeah, so we're gonna start. Yeah, good. We're gonna start off with Mr. Lover. What's on your mind where cricket is concerned, if it's concerned?
With Mario Shepherd and Ravi Paul. I'm taking those two to the World Cup and leaving out Cottrell and Edwards. Edwards is injury prone, so I might leave out Edwards.
All right, so you're leaving out the two out and out quicks and bringing in two medium pacers. Rampal is no a medium pacer, you know, basically, but he's skilled with the ball, so that you're going that route.
Yeah.
All right, so that Mr. Lover opening remark. So what say you now, Marlon?
If Chase is not in the starting 11 at the World Cup, the first game out, it will be an indictment against West Indies cricket. Full stop, point blank, no question.
All right, so Marlon.
Another thing, Leonard, I am not a fan of the tri-series with Afghanistan and Australia. I'm not a fan of it.
Too quick, or you think they're trying to work us out?
Exactly. Lennox, why we've already seen what these guys have to offer? Why are we playing them again? These guys are in the same group as us. Why are we constantly playing? For what reason? It's like we're giving the guys clear scouting opportunity. Go scout them.
That is why. You see, that is why I'm thinking that hopefully we'll use a second string team against them, even though we don't want it to practice. But I thought about it, you know, Marlon. I could just feel it. I could just feel that is exactly what you were going to say.
Yes,
but
listen,
hopefully it will be a second string team. Yeah, them two teams, they're kind of weird.
I understand.
Yeah, weird.
Already play Australia already.
Yeah, it's too weird. Weird. Hold on, let me so come back to you, Marlon. Yeah, DeAndre. Oh, you want to start it off now?
Okay, yeah, man. You hear me?
Yeah, man, we hearing you loud and clear.
Yeah, man. So, yeah, Rastan Chase, I want to pick up one point. He bought a made over yesterday. He bought a made over yesterday, you know.
Oh, I was watching the game, but I didn't even realize that he had a made over.
Yeah, man. So, you don't want to let go of value like that, you know.
Yeah.
Pretty much, if you have him playing as a batsman, that's some bowling depth there you have, you know. Plus have one of the whole innings together. Hitmire, I hope they don't sabotage him again. They give the youth a chance, you know. And you know, you have Russell as usual, you know. You have Allen. So I think we have a good team, you know. I'm just eager to see the squad release.
Yeah, I think today is what, the 6th?
Yeah, the 6th.
Yes.
So about Thursday going to be the 9th, right? Thursday.
Right.
All right. So Thursday we should get the squad. And you know it go already. If it is announced early in the morning, then I might just do a video about it early, and then in the evening after I finish class and thing, then we will go live and discuss the squad. But we're anticipating.
Yeah, because Hussein and thing Hussein is definitely out spinner, you know. You know, Allen can do him thing as well. Well, it's so sad for us. Hino Walsh was player of the month. Well, almost player of the month in August, and he's now cricket is such a fun game. And he's a wrist spinner, you know, man. It's really good to have a wrist spinner in a T20 team, you know.
What I'm trying to hold on, DeAndre, before I let you continue. What I'm trying to remember, as regards to any other wrist spinner, we have any other wrist spinner performing over there in St. Kitts? I know that Akil Hussein is a finger spinner. Sunil Narayan is a half spinner also. Ashmid Ned is a leg spinner. He played one game.
I think Promal is a
not Ned. Moti is a leg spinner, right, Mr. Lover?
Yeah.
Yeah, he had a game. So I'm trying to put the pieces together. And Versam Pramal. So I'm trying to put the pieces together as in regards to the leggies and the performances over there, because it's really the finger spinner standing out.
Yeah, what means that the night matches were a problem, because up to other night they said no respect had any wickets in the night. The deal, right? But eventually after that match, one of the overseas spinners got 2 wickets. But what was bowling and it was keeper, and they had to change the ball at one point.
Mm-hmm.
They had to be journeys and continually. So I know that's kind of a challenge,
Yeah, kind of challenging, and boy, it's going to be tough, because we have other spinners performing. I mean, they're going to bring him on the basis that they are going to the subcontinent there, and things usually spin down in them places, so they're going to bring him. You understand? I think he's going to be in the squad. You understand?
Some of those are really short.
Some
of those bunches in UAE are really short.
Yeah, that's again what Mm-hmm.
So if coming out, you will be sailing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but coming out of the Australia series the other day, I am almost certain that Phil Simmons would have closed it.
It was one of the series. It was one of the series, right?
Yeah, man. Yes. I think he had gotten man of the series.
Mm-hmm.
I am certain that Phil Simmons would have closed his eyes and would have written down Hayden Wash Jr. and Obed McCoy. You understand? Coming out of going into the CPL. No,
I would not let the CPL change my decision on those 2 guys. I think I would still start with them, in my opinion.
All right, so in the 11.
Yes, they are still in my 11. Still, I'm more concerned about the batting performance in the CPL, because I think the bowling will come good automatically. I think our bowlers are good enough and we have enough variety. I am concerned about the batsmen, and that is why I am. Romario Shepherd is doing well, but I don't think we need any bowlers.
I know my favorite cricketer, Mr. Lover.
In real life come again, in real life come again, Does Rutherford real life come again? Because Rutherford had a little rough patch and in real life come again, so
Wait. Listen to me now.
Mr. Lover brother, so I have to watch him.
Well aware.
Jason Holder is overworked at the moment. I am not working with him to the World Cup. I'm leaving him out and work with Romario Shepherd. Point blank.
Right now, it's a big call based on experience and Holder's experience. But I see where he's going with it, because if you look at the last couple of T20 games that Holder, would have played, there weren't anything we're not only talking about CPL, even for West Indies at one point in time. I think they had to be using the cover that they are resting him, but he wasn't doing anything for West Indies, so they had to drop him. Yeah, you understand? So
expensive with the ball.
Exactly. So I understand what Mr. It's a big call, It's a big call, but I understand what Mr. Lover is saying. It's a big call.
But you see, the thing is, Lennox, and I don't know if anybody else realizes, there seems to be a seasonal nature with T20 cricket, where some players just shine for a time. Because you remember last year IPL, Jason was all the rave for those 4 games that they brought him back. I mean, one till I say
Jason Waller bowl so line and so length. The last time I saw them things there when Kurt Lambers used to bowl.
Listen, the man economy rate in those few games that Sunrise has brought him back was top notch.
Yeah, he did well.
Yeah, because I think he was replacing a player that was injured, initially.
Yes.
And then eventually got a full contract. But I think a guy like Jason Waller still, I think he's always there and thereabout, because as he might have experience, he might have the variations. He can bowl him in the power plays, he can bowl him in the death overs as well. He can get line and length consistently, You know, so I mean, one of them cricketer is like a Gale, you know, like say one in there gonna come good and give a good spell, and he can finish off a game for you. But that's like what Darren Sam was there, Darren Sam can finish off a game, he can give some good bowling, but not necessarily consistent,
I see a question. I see a question here. All right, just finish a point and then read the question.
Some is leadership and charisma and all out just aura made up for his lacking abilities on the pitch.
Yeah, man, he was a good leader.
Yeah, a good leader, that's true.
He was a good
Sammy
leader.
galvanized that team.
I want to miss all over internet. All right, I'm read the question because we now hear Mr. Lover. Ashish, yeah, Mr. Lover, you hearing us? You're chipping in and out, man.
Yeah, I think he's still speaking.
You hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, I was saying Darren Sammy is the best captain in West Indies for the last 15 to 20 years.
Mm.
Yeah, man. He's also the one. He's the one to catch Tenduka and his farewell test match and apologize. You remember that?
Boy, you can't knock your partner on him, Mr. Lover.
After I catch Tenduka, he hold up and say, sorry.
A sample man, All right. Ashish Nera, the great. Ashish Nera, the great. He's saying that Sports to the Bone asks the panelists how many spinners in the squad are 15, 2 or 3 spinners. So how many spinners that you guys carrying? I think we need to be reminded that Fabian Allen is a frontline spinner, yes, but I think they are going to be selecting him as
batting,
based on the batting and thing. So I guess he wants to find out how many spinners you guys would bring in the 15.
Okay, let me start. Let me go first.
Mm-hmm.
I have 3 all-out spinners and I have 2 all-rounders in Gale and Allen.
Mm.
I have Narayan, I have Hussein, I have Raj, Allen, and Hope Gale.
I said Narayan, the mystery man.
Narayan is going.
The man with the knuckleball. The man with the knuckleball.
To do what?
He is walking straight into the team. The only thing is they have to use him smartly so that the ICC don't really zone in on him bowling action.
Let me explain something to you, Mr. Lover. Mr. Lover, let me explain something to you. Let me remind you where you remember where the World Cup will be played, right?
UAE.
Them man there, nah, Mr. Beat. You hear me? I tell you, close to the Indians, them that. No, me I tell you, say close to the Indians that they must scrutinize everything down at that. You hear me? I tell you, them going to scrutinize everything. I don't know how we can bowl him and hide him. Once Sunil Narayan name comes up to be bowled, whether it's the depth over, the middle over, or the power play, usually they expect him to shine. So once his name come up, they are going to zoom in. They're going to just go so and zoom in on the elbow. You hear me? I tell you? And I saw a couple of his deliveries the other night. And I don't mean to call out any man, but them look a bit strange still. So I say, yeah, them look weird. I mean, it would be nice to have his help, but if he's not confident enough to play just a couple of weeks ago, if he wasn't confident enough to play just a couple of weeks ago, how would he now be confident to go and play in the World Cup? I'm not too sure about that still.
Well, my question about still Narayan, if ICC approve franchise cricket, and ICC govern franchise, that means ICC zooming on his action now in the CPL. So if there's something wrong with his action, then ICC will stop him from playing the CPL. That's my I can't figure that out.
I think the franchise teams, they are operating under ICC rules and guidelines as regards to the laws of the games. But certain things ICC in a way of them power over private. Because franchise cricket is privately owned, When I say international cricket now, ICC is the governing body for that.
So that means someone can run in and just fling them, just outright fling them.
Well, I mean, yeah, we would literally have that, but certain scrutiny. That is why I see it. I could be wrong, But usually the ICC zoom in on their international competitions, the laws and the spirit of the game, all of them things that will govern cricket. The franchise teams usually use those, but when it comes down to the fine details, ICC can't really wave anything over the franchise based on how I see it. I don't know if Marlon and Mr. Lover can correct me on that if I'm wrong, but I think that is how it goes.
Exactly.
I don't have anything to say in that, relax. I have no idea.
Okay, but it does mean Hussein is a must. Is that for me? Allen is a spinner, but as I said, they would play more as a batsman. So Hussein and Allen definitely, and Hayden Walsh. We can't just because of CPL with us throw away, you know.
Yeah, they're going to carry me in a squad, man, but I don't know if I'm in a 11.
Right, so those three spinners are looking towards with regards to the question the champion spinner asked.
Yeah. So those we're talking about Allen, Hussein, and Hayden Walsh Jr.
Right.
So just to point out a couple of other spinners that got a few games since the CPL would have started that that mean you would be leaving them out.
Oh, Moti. Yeah.
Well, Moti, I think he got one game. He's behind those guys though. And Kyrie Pierre is his name. I think he plays for TK or St. Kitts.
Pierre.
Yeah. He's also there, but you know, those guys are also in front of him. Who are the other local spinners that Katoy is also there. You know, so those are the guys that will be left. You understand? But I agree with those spinners, Walsh, Hussein, and Allen. I agree with those spinners. Those are the spinners that you guys.
I think Joshua Bishop, but Joshua Bishop is a spinner as well, right?
Yeah, Bishop played. I think one game, took 3 wickets. He got a hit. I think. Was it Bishop that got the hit in the head? I think it was Bishop, man.
I don't remember.
I think it was Bishop that took 3 wickets, but you know, he was feeling on the boundary, a ball came to him, bounced and went through and hit him in the head.
The incident, I just don't remember.
Yeah, I think it was him. So those are the spinners that we are going to be taking. Oh, Sinclair, yeah, Sinclair. See somebody just remind me.
Oh,
Nilman said Kevin Sinclair is another spinner. And funny enough, you know, remember just a couple international games ago, Sinclair was ahead of Hussein, you know.
Oh,
the
yes.
question was always raised by fans, which one is better? And I have always said that I think Akil Hussein is a little better than Kevin Sinclair. You understand? So he's another one that we can.
But he wasn't bad, you know. He debuted and he did well and he bowled in a power play and he was doing his thing, but 1 and 2 bad games and you know.
It wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. But in my opinion, Allen and Hussein, those 2 guys are ahead of him. Yeah, man. See contact 20 say, yeah, it was Joshua Bishop. All right,
okay.
Good. So he took 3 wickets and then he got that hit. So I think that is why they had dropped him and well they had left him out and brought in Ashley Nurse. But even though I'm still puzzled as to why Jason Holder would have bowled Ashley Nurse with that last over. I'm trying to remember what are the other options.
I think it was Thomas, you know. I think Thomas was the other option.
Oh, it would have been Thomas.
I mean, out and out fast bowler is better than a spinner who don't turn the ball.
But I would have gone for the fast bowler to bowl to Sheldon Cottrell.
Yeah, get some Yorkers and thing one, you know.
Exactly.
Maybe it's because I'm not the biggest Nurse fan. You understand? But logics in the back of my head, logics would dictate that you use the pace bowler and go after the man.
Yeah, because you don't have a man like a Narayan, and like, in the case, you have some special bowlers like Narayan that can do them things.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, you leave stuff like that to Ashwin and those class acts. Not to.
Yeah.
I remember somebody on the channel said Jason is playing friend ball.
Why it would be too bad, Mr. Yeah. Mr. Lover gone, man. Mr. Lover like you get knocked off. Mr. Lover internet. Yeah, hardball, the man which part which part, you know, a Gale biggest fan, hard boss. You ask the man them if I would have carried Gale. I want to say Gale in on the starting 11, Gale in on the squad. What happened? What happened with Gale? Gale had another fail the other night, you know, plus he had a drop catch in the slip. He's under the microscope. Me zoom in on him, you know, what go on for Gale?
Gale in my squad, but Gale in my 11.
What you saying, DeAndre?
Yeah, I think give him the first 2 matches and then if nothing else, we can go and relax.
You're still giving him the first 2 matches. Why not give the other men that performing the first 2 matches? And then if them not perform, you give Gale. You're still going off of experience and fear factor.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess from my little youth, you know, you can't forget them days that
can't forget them days about
enough nostalgia.
Yeah, you can't forget them days they still in about a man. Good days don't necessarily stay with him forever, you know. And what we need to remember is not like West Indies cricket would be doing him a disservice, you know. And I'm not saying that they should kick him out on his head top, you know. What I'm saying is that remember that every game that Gale plays at West Indies, as good as he was or as good as he is, he gets what? He gets what?
He get paid. Well,
all right, so if he's not bringing the performances, what do you think?
We'll have a point still. I guess as I says, the man won't perform, let them start, and then if them not click now, then you have all the justification for bringing in Gale.
Yeah, but he's I would definitely bring him in the squad because you know over the past couple of games you would have had a 1 or 2 game here and there, and as the man him say when it comes on to World Cup, you know you want a 1 or 2 performance from a couple players, but I don't have him in my 11 as we speak.
Yeah, but I think the last 2 dismissal, the sharp ball I will get him the one into the body. Some 2 good sharp balls where touch the glove and caught behind, you know, type of thing.
Yeah,
but
into
the body. The last one they got him chasing something like at high at 4th stump.
I'm trying to remember.
It was a good sharp ball, you know. It was a good sharp ball, you know. You can rush down to him.
I think it was. I think the last. Yeah, no man. I think the last time Gale got out, I think it was a good. I don't remember who bowled it, but he had some pace. It wasn't. No, I doubt it was. I doubt it was Thomas.
Was it Drake's?
But you know, it had some pace.
It was Riaz.
Yes, I think it was Mohamed Riaz.
Yes.
Riaz, but he had some pace. It wasn't directly at the center of the body, but it was one of those deliveries a little bit outside that, you know, I think it came about chest to neck height, and he did something like that, and he took the outer edge, I think. If I'm remembering, if that is the game.
That's exactly what it went. That's exactly what it
went. I think that is the game. So his judgment, and I won't say his judgment isn't the best because over his career he hasn't really been, you know, he was known for really being the best when it comes down to judging deliveries. He usually go hard at deliveries and most time he pay off. You understand? And it's a bit funny because he's usually good in the slip. A man not making any runs, man dropping catch, man not moving well in the slip, man under pressure.
Yeah, man, because even the game before, Joseph got some extra bounce and the same thing just get big on him. So,
alright.
I mean, even Joe Root, when Joe Root got a ball like that, got big on him and he finished it off. So, you know, from time to time you're gonna get those balls in cricket that it bounces a little bit more than you expect. Or especially like you're going on, you go down there and just get that surprise delivery.
Yeah.
But I think as I said, I can bring him, but if the other guys don't play, like you have a Rustan Chase. Rustan Chase is ahead of him right now. You can't put Gale over Rustan Chase right now because Rustan Chase is putting in a performance. And Rutherford is also right up there as well. So, I mean, if you bring Gale, you have to put those guys ahead of him. And if those guys don't perform now, then they can say, well, Gale,
all right.
You know?
I think we have Thomas on. Thomas.
Yo, where is he?
Yeah, you hearing us?
Yeah,
Where you joining us from again?
St. Vincent.
Oh yeah, man, St. Vincent, man from St. Vincent. All right, welcome. It's been a while.
Yeah, man.
All right, good. All right, so the next question that we chose, you will get a chance to answer. All right, Kevin D saying, what do you guys in the comments on Sports to the Bone think about the strict bowling action by ICC? All right, I think he's talking about the degrees that you're allowed to bend the elbow, which is 15. I think I don't necessarily have a problem with it because we don't want to turn the sport into baseball. We don't want to have people pelting. You understand? And we don't want to start shaving down the thing just to accommodate people. Even though I think there are players out there now that looks to me as if they are, the elbow really looks so hot to me, but my eyes aren't as good as whatever the ICC using. I would have seen a couple of players, top international players, so I don't want it to sound as if I am being biased or anything. Dale Steyn is one of my favorite pace bowlers. His action looked a bit weird to me, right? I spoke about this other bowler the other night from England. I don't know how you guys don't know him. I want to say when I watch a lot of cricket. He didn't play for long, but I think his name was Han Jack Khan. Yeah, man. He never played for long, man, but the little time that he was there, it was good. Han Jack Khan. When he was bowling, it seemed as if his elbow could bend, come all the way back like this. So he was one. They didn't call him. Boomer looks a bit weird, and Shine Shaw looks a bit weird. But I am no scientist. I am not good when it comes on to the whole anatomy and the kinesiology of the body and all of them stuff. So I don't want to look like me really call out the bowlers, but as it pertains to the rules are there, and we don't want to turn the sport in a pelting. So I don't know if they need to revisit it. What about you guys? You think they need to do anything as it pertains to the rules where bowling is concerned?
Well, I think it was monitoring that kind of caused the last set of changes. When he was taking a lot of wickets, and I think as a spinner, like initially when I come up to the wicket, you can have a bent elbow, but when you actually go over to actually bowl now, you have a strain in your arm. But monitoring wasn't really so straight to his arm, so there was a big controversy back in that time with Warren and monitoring, during that era. So they came up with those rules, I think, during that time.
I think I soon get go ahead at it, Mr. Lover. I think I was watching a master class maybe a couple of years ago, and I saw Mattia Merlitaran explaining something to, I don't remember who he was explaining it to, but it was one of those English guys. He was talking about his action and why it looked as like he was throwing. I think he was saying he had something to do with the what we call it inside here again. God look on the PE teacher and know the part of the body. The body.
The deltoids?
Well, yeah, that would be the main part, but what we call the rotator cuff.
No. Or the joint, the ball and socket joint.
Yeah, man. Yeah, because of the type of joint, the ball and socket joint that he has, that we have inside here. Even though the ball and socket joint make us all can do this, right? Not everybody's own range of motion is the same. So he was explaining and he was showing them that they had an issue with a particular delivery that he bowled. So he was showing them that even if he do it without the ball, it is the same motion. So it's not because he had the ball, he was putting extra effort in it to get a particular motion from the shoulder. He was saying it was because of how his joint is set up. So as I said, DeAndre, back in the days, it was a lot of controversy, but based on what I can remember, they as I said, they had altered the rules because of that. But his action was really strange. I must say, really, really strange. You understand? It was I think it was something like this. It was really strange. Yeah, Marlon.
You remember the controversy with Australia and Merlitaran and Ratunga?
No, not clearly. Remind me, jog me memory, say me can remember the.
So what happened was there was a 1-day game, and every ball nearly ball. The Australian umpire called a no ball. Every ball ball. And Yes, Merle was young. I think he was.
When he was just coming in.
Yeah, well, not just coming in because previously he was embarrassing the Aussie bowlers, the batsmen. I mean,
batsmen.
And nobody had any answer to him. Like nobody had any answer to him for his entire career.
You saw clippings of this, right?
Yeah, man, clippings of it, man.
Okay.
Document. You go find it. And they would call a no ball on him. And I think it was in the World Cup. It could have been in the World Cup, I don't remember. But Ranatunga stood up and was like, no, I'm taking, we're walking off the field because we're not having this. This was after they cleared this bowling action, I think.
Yeah.
So the cricketing world didn't really accept him, particularly the Aussies, because apparently there was a conspiracy with the umpire. He was told by Cricket Australia that you should call a no ball whenever this young man goes.
Hold on, Marlon. Shandan. Oh, you let you in, man, but a pure nice. No, Shandan. You have to go start out here and come back on. Shandan.
Yeah, you hear me now?
Yeah, but a pure nice we are here, man. Can mash up the whole of the stream.
Hold
Nice.
on.
May I let you back in? It's so like you have one party over there in Trinidad. Yeah, Marlon. I don't remember ever seeing that clipping still.
But the thing is, Lennox, my thing is what constitutes bringing somebody's action into question, and how do they go about determining whose action should be under scrutiny? Because you remember, Jermaine TLR last. I think Jermaine last.
Last.
Yeah, man. After they mash up Australia, the Australia mash them up.
Marlon Samuels went through it, and it was
Shane Shillingford.
Narayan. Remember Shane Shillingford also.
So my question is more so the application of the rules. How do they go about determining now that this bowler's thing should be under question? Because I would pull the young man from Pakistan. If you
Shine Shah.
Yes.
Shine Shah. Looks weird to me, Looks weird.
Action looks suspect. Nobody can convince me Malinga action is not suspect.
Malinga action look weird too, but
no, I think Malinga set himself sideways, but the arms straight.
But yeah, that's what I'm saying. It look away, but the difference is
the difference is work for him though. Shine Shah have a little wrist thing for him, but
yeah,
while my flashing wrist, feels the elbow bent same time.
Yes, that is the thing. You see Shine Shah, when you look at it in slow motion, there's a snap at the wrist like Dale Steyn. That is usually what they use to get the ball to spit at you, so to speak, when they snap it like this. But when he's doing that, for the life of me, it just looks as if something is happening with the elbow. And I pointed it out in the it look away.
Over the shoulder, it looks suspect. Very suspect.
It look away, man. It look away.
So
yeah, but as me say, me I'm not a scientist. So let us see how they will do. But I want to tell you, when it comes down to calling them still, I think usually what happens is there is a you have the laws and all of that and the rules and things. So usually if the umpires remember, you have a standing umpire and you have a square leg umpire and they are watching. So if they think it looks suspicious to them, then they will raise it. And then when they raise it, I guess they might report it, and then that is where they start to bring them under the microscope to really see it. I think usually the umpires who are in charge are the match officials, generally speaking, they usually point it out, if I'm not mistaken, and then, they will so that is why from time to time you will hear they say that such and such was reported for having a suspect action. You understand? The report will only come from the officials, the match officials, the standing umpires, and the guys in the what you call them now, the third umpire. But don't be mistaken,
Yeah, the match referee also.
Yes, but don't be mistaken, there are always people watching, people from different teams watching, and even if they don't get calls, say for example, a man notice here. Let me not use West Indies for argument's sake. I don't want to think we're pushing a narrative. But say for example, you find a good young pace bowler All right, there's this young pace bowler from out of Netherlands. Big story. He was delivering pizza to pay his bill and thing before, and he's in the CPL now. Don't remember his name. He was just the other day. He was delivering pizza and all of them things. Help Netherlands get qualified for the World Cup, and then when they were supposed to play, yeah, I think he plays at the pitch. And when he was supposed to go and play a final, he had to leave and go and deliver pizza, something like that. Bowling really good. Let's say, for argument's sake, this guy is playing now against Australia, right? And India is supposed to play against him next, and they notice that, wow, this man is bowling really good, right? And the ball on Australia, the umpires don't report him. Believe it or not, there's going to be somebody from India looking, because they are watching the Australia team, because they are going to play Australia next. And they are going to see this guy and say, wait, the action looks up. Umpires didn't call him or anything. I have some juice in my pocket, Let me pull a string. Take a look on that, guy. So not all the time the match officials will report, but people with other, you understand, people that have other interests will be looking, if you get what I'm saying. You understand? All right, exactly. So, there are rules and there are ways to do things, but other people have juice and power, if you get what I'm saying. You understand? So that's why you notice that only certain people usually have problem with bowlers. Certain nations usually have problem with bowlers. Let me put it that way.
Yes, if India, Australia, or England into disrepute, you will be called.
All right.
You will be called.
All right. Mr. Lover, the back in that place. Mr. Lover, boy, like your internet dog. All right, like your internet dog give you some trouble. Thomas, you still here with us?
Yeah, man.
All right, good. All right, so you have been watching the CPL, right? Which player stand out to you the most? Have you been looking at the game?
Yeah, man. Rust and Chase. Yeah, man.
What you say? He's batting very well.
Yeah, man. Me never seen bat so yet.
I say never seen bat like that. So what you think? Bring him to the World Cup.
Personally, for me, yes, but you don't know when it comes to West Indies and them selector. You can't put your mind on them.
So you say the performance.
We would carry Rust and Chase to the World Cup. We will carry Rust and Chase to the World Cup.
All right, the performance is there, but you don't know if the selectors will carry. What?
Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, that's it.
So you said they might take him, but you're wondering if he will bat good on those type of pitches.
No, he will bat good on those type of pitches. Dubai and Abu Dhabi pitches are similar to Warner Park pitch. Yeah, so I'm confident in him if they do give him a shot. Yeah.
All right. So
Rutherford too.
Yeah, man, Rutherford is another standout. Those are two of the guys that really stood out to us. All right, Thomas. Ashish Nera, the top spinner, he's saying that Syed Ajmal was the biggest victim, as well as Sunil Narayan. Syed Ajmal was I think you guys will remember Syed Ajmal at one point in time was the #1 ranked spinner, was basically unplayable. You guys remember the great Syed Ajmal, right?
Yeah, man, from Pakistan.
Yeah, man.
Pakistan. Yeah, man. And I have Herat from Sri Lanka was up there as well.
Rangara Herat.
But to add to the point that thing that was making a while ago, one of the things with Rustan Chase, he plays some orthodox cricket shots. That's the impressive thing. Finding the gaps. So like in the middle overs, they literally the man picking the gaps, and so in the middle overs and running the singles. So I remind me of like Jack Callis or Dry Warner before they retired. When T20 just came out, and people came with the crazy type of batting, they were impressed that you have Dry Warner and Jack Callis and those guys playing proper cricket shots and being effective. So a guy like Rustan Chase playing some proper cricket shots, proper risk work and stuff like that, and scoring at 200. That's an invaluable person to have in the team.
Mm-hmm. All right, good.
I think we should start first time up.
All right, hold on there. All right, good. I'm going to let you guys continue. Ashish Nira look like 24/7. I just straight cricket. Ashish Nira apparently has seen the master class that I was alluding to. Here he said that I have seen that Mutai Merlitar master class. It was an illusion. He can spin the ball with a steel cast on his elbow. Yeah, I remember they had something.
Yeah,
Yes,
I remember. Yeah,
they had something. They had I just not remembering vividly, but they had something on it to make sure that his elbow wasn't bending at a certain
it wasn't bending,
angle,
right?
man.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
true.
it is there. It is there, man. Boy, Ashish Nira look like him just eat, sleep, cricket and repeat, eat, sleep, repeat. A real Ashish Nira this, you know.
Mr. Cricket number 2 or number 3.
Yeah, man, that man take over the name, Mr. Cricket, man. All right, hold on. Contact 20 say, my 15, Simmons, Lewis, Rutherford, Hetmeyer, Allen, Bravo, Gale, Narayan, McCoy, Puran, Walsh, Juna, Pollard, Russell, Holder, Rutherford, Reserve, Fletcher, Rampal, and Hussein. All right, so that is contact 20's 15. So once again, Simmons, Lewis, Rutherford, Hetmeyer, Allen, Bravo, Gale, Narayan, McCoy, Puran, Walsh, Pollard, Russell, Holder, Rutherford, Reserve, Fletcher, Rampal, Hussein. All right, let me see. Who are the out and out pace bowlers that you have there?
Russell, Holder, Bravo, and Rampal.
The man, they are medium pace bowler, man.
Man, the man, medium.
What's the fastest?
Every one of them are medium pacer.
So what you say? So what you say? Contact 20, no pacer.
Russell, no. I think Russell ball pace, you know.
Russell ball good pace, yes. But I think he's bowling 136, 137. But we have man who can bowl 143, 144. So we just a question it.
So contact 20 leave Rust and Chase.
Yeah, contact 20 now. Rust and Chase. Contact 20 make it known already. Him now carry him gun nowhere. Yeah, see Henry reminding us. Remember Jermaine Lawson roughed up the Aussies and took 7 wickets in the innings, and afterward got immediately called for suspect action. Yeah, he took an hat-trick. I remember it clearly. I was actually in school at the time. I think at the primary level, and I remember going home and I saw the game going on a TV in a shop, because that is what it's like in the country. You're going home and you see certain things going on in the shop, and you just stop and take a peep.
Yeah, man. I have a transistor reader too. Man, them all of them years too.
Yeah, man. And I remember the excitement. Yeah, Marlon.
Those were the days when TVJ would carry every series that West Indies played.
Yeah, I think Cable and Wireless was sponsoring them back then.
Yes. Yeah, man. That was very easy.
Cable and Wireless would be on every field at the ball.
Yeah. Yeah, all right. No, you're talking.
We know the thing.
And I remember I was going home. I'm talking about maybe like he took that 7 for that hat-trick maybe in about 2003-4, right? Somewhere there about. I think it was somewhere there about maybe 2003-4 when he took that 7 wicket. It was somewhere there. Man. It was somewhere there. I remember it clearly. I was going home and I remember seeing it and it. I think school had dismissed early that day, and I saw it, and I was there looking, peeping in, because you love the game, even though you're young and thing. And I remember it. And then a couple of days after, I tell you.
He was the talk of the town. He was the talk.
Yeah. Boy,
I think it was something similar to Shane Shillingford that he rough up a team, and after that, them call him out the same way. And and Narayan side at man. Yeah, so it seems as if whenever brilliant bowler rough up those big teams, they say, must can't find a way for you, it's all there's some suspicious.
And the panel is probably to chime in on this. Why is it that our bowlers have to go so far before these things are picked out? Because Isn't that an indictment against us regionally that guys reach that far at test level and then these guys get called out? Because I don't really feel like they're picking at us, I don't feel like they're picking at us, Even though I feel
I have a perfect answer for you, but I soon tell you. I'm going to let the rest go. I have a perfect answer for you.
I don't think ICC is picking on us, but I feel as though the rule is not applied across the board. We understand.
All right.
It's an indictment against us for these guys to reach so far, and then they get called.
I have a perfect answer for you. Go on, Mr. Lover.
When we play certain teams, right, they have certain bowlers that they don't want to play against from our team. So that's why they call bowling action. Because they know if he plays, they can't win us that easy. Take number one example, Sonny Ryan. Number two, I haven't seen him much lately, Devendra Bishu.
No, but nothing was wrong with Bishu's action.
I don't remember anybody calling him.
No, man, I like Bishu bowling there. Call for what? Call for what?
Bowling action. I can't remember what it was with the shine.
Leg spinner?
Yeah.
I remember that.
I think it was the same first pink ball series he played when he got the 8 for.
In Barbados?
I remember him getting some wickets, but I don't remember if it was called.
The first pink ball series he played when he get the 8 wickets. After that, they had called him in a meeting with the ICC for a bowling action or something. Probably to warn him or something, I don't know.
Oh, not sure. All right, Mr. Lover.
But how about the grassroots coach? Those things are addressed. Holding the ball properly, and now as a youngster, you fling the ball and say, "Oh, hold on, youngster," and the carry you from a youngster.
May I tell you? All right. You see, Marlon. Some of us coaches are to be blamed. I won't call any name, and I won't call anybody's name or anything. But if anybody that went to school with me and think, they will know exactly what I'm talking about. You see, sometimes as coaches, we are able to use the youngsters to win, and that is all we care about. You understand? That is all some of the coaches care about. And some of us coaches, we will never move from a high school or a college level, right? You understand? We will never move from a primary, high school, or a college level where our coaching is concerned. So we won't move up into the national setup or international setup. So sometimes when some of us see players, even at the collegiate level, bowling, and as a cricket guru, you know that the player's action is suspicious, right? But you know that the little intercal or the little high school cricket, they will not be pointed out because I just one or two little things one tweak. But even though, as a specialist, you can see clearly that the bowler's action is faulty, right? You don't correct it. Why? Because they can win your high school titles and them can win your intercollegiate titles. If you understand what I'm saying. Right? As a specialist coach, to the untrained eye now, it might seem as if he is not throwing. But once it is zoomed in on, you will identify that this bowler is throwing. And that is why a lot of off-spin bowlers come through the high school system, play some amount of club cricket, and from time to time we might ask ourselves why they don't go on. You know why they don't go on? Because some of us coaches know that the players are throwing. But what? Because other teams are not able to pick it up, or the competition itself is not able to pick it up because they don't have the equipment and they don't really look that suspicious, or it's not that what you'd call it obvious, but you know that they are throwing. But what? They are able to win your competition. So what do? You leave them bowl, right? And I am telling you that is something that is happening, and it is similar to the tracker. Not everybody is what you'd call him now, a good Samaritan, And I will finish on this. It is not only in cricket. I will finish on this. So when it comes down to track and field, I would have done a couple of my earlier videos on YouTube on this topic, when it comes down to track and field, a lot of the high school coaches that you see winning up a lot of trophies and medals and all of that. Not a lot of them have the athletes' best interests at heart. You hear I'm telling you? Some of these athletes, you ever wonder why when them finish high school after winning
some injuries?
Why them can't? All right. I remember. He's recovering. He's recovering. He actually spent maybe about 2 years or so, basically on the sideline, training and doing his thing. And he made a finals the other day at the Olympic, right? So he's doing his thing. But generally speaking, I have seen some athletes. If you understand,
I think oral Tracy talk about that, you know. Oral Tracy now compare champs athletes in the high school with Brianna Williams, and saying if Brianna Williams was ever in our champ system, she probably wouldn't be the level that she's at now.
All right. So that all on the Marlon. So that is why I'm not saying it is so right across the board, you know. If you look at some of the most dominant athletes for us right now, they weren't superstars at age 13, 14, 15, and 16. Asafa Powell wasn't a superstar. Elaine Thompson era wasn't the biggest of superstar. Megan Tapper, all of these athletes. Well, Sherika Jackson was a big superstar at champs for Veertech. Usain Bolt did his thing. You know, but a couple of the athletes, they weren't top superstars. I can tell you, look at don't necessarily want to call out people's name, but there was this youngster at a high school over there in Spanish Town, right in St. Catherine. That youngster at age 16, I think, 17 was running 10.2 in the 100 meter. Right now, can hardly run a. No, man. Raheem Chambers. A lot of you might not even know the name. Through high school for St. Diego, he was doing quick times. You can go on YouTube once we finish here, type in Raheem Chambers, St. Diego, and you will see that youngster was running 10.2. You understand? And it's a long history. I don't want to draw it out, guys, but you have to understand that, you know, based on the fact that I would have gone to a school that would have accepted a lot of these athletes coming out of high school, I start to have an idea of what I'm talking about. Let's just leave it like at that. Did? All right. We could leave it at that. But where the coaching is concerned, not all of us as coaches really business what happened to the athletes after them come out of our hand. You understand? So that is why some of them make it to a certain level and then their actions start getting scrutinized. Because us as coaches that are supposed to point it out, we use them and win titles and then leave and then make them go on. All right. Neil Matt said, as you mentioned, dropping catches. What do you have to say about Jason Mohamed's simple drop catches the other night, Simmons and Monroe, when the JTs would have had a chance of defending a small total? Yeah, we got a chance to defend a small total of 144, and Jason Mohamed got 2 easy catches and put them down. First thing, I won't even blame him. I won't even blame him. Why? Why I won't even blame him? The man shouldn't even depend on the Well, no man, I'm not going to call his integrity into it, right? Usually
sports to the bone. No, sports to the bone. That's what I'm calling tonight, you know, because that more want talk about, you know.
Yeah.
You see,
remember, yeah, that me really want talk about. You see the type of game where them play.
Yeah.
Yeah, remember me call and said them to give the man a game.
Mohammed, yeah.
You remember me call the other night and tell us say them to give the man back number 1?
Yeah, number 3. I remember you saying
number 3, right? Number 3.
Yeah.
The man get the chance and the man let me down. Me not lie to you.
No, but all right. You see, getting one chance.
The batting. No, me not really talk about the batting, but the feeling, man. Oh God, man.
You see. I won't call his integrity into question because his franchise.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave all that. I'm not really.
But the man should. Yeah.
If them two catch the tech, we'll have a chance in the game.
Easy catches the man get not too easy catch the man get and drop them. Marlon and Mr. Love and Blackwood. You guys saw the two catches?
No, I didn't see them. I'm
gonna tell you.
Yeah, man, easy catch, man. But look. This fella, I expected better from him. I mean, we know Jason Mohammed is a good cricketer. I mean, I was expecting Jason Mohammed to drop two simple catches like that. Well, and I was mentioning bowlers pelting and thing. This bowler from Pakistan, Shaheen. I feel he pelting, you know. Yeah, I don't like the action at all, boy.
We were just talking about it, you know.
Yeah, I don't like the action at all. Yeah, he like it pelting, man. But congratulations to Talaba to get that kind of score after 15 for 5. Yeah, I really was expecting them to reach 144.
Yeah, it was a good fight.
It was a good fight back. They could have won because look, that pitch was playing slow now. So they could have a chance if they take the catches with matches. They can't put on catches in a 2020 and expect to win. And they drop about 4 catches in that game.
I think Mohammed dropped 2. I think our second choice wicketkeeper, he dropped 1 or 2. I think he dropped 1.
Yeah, but
it was a tough chance though, but
yeah, and somebody else dropped 1. I don't remember who, but it was 4 catches dropped in that match.
Yeah, 4 wickets. The keeper dropped 1 that was too high. He was jumping to catch it and it was a bit high.
Yeah, but
the Talawas have a chance in the CPL, you know, because they're playing good cricket, eh? It's just they need to feel more better. They're going to get in the top 4, you know.
It's sticky with Talawa, it's sticky.
What do you mean? Have a chance to win?
No, they're going to make it in the top 4.
Oh, top 4.
Well, that's sticky because
yeah, they're going to make it in the top 4.
See, Kevin D said Green. Yeah, Green dropped 1, and Green is usually he's no man, not Derval.
Yeah.
Green foreigner, and he's usually a good fielder. He dropped 1, not Derval, not Derval.
He's one of the overseas players.
Derval is
Green dropped a simple one.
He didn't get any contract.
And that was a simple catch, eh?
But funny. See, Andre McCarthy is actually playing for the St. Kitts and Nevis Patriots. And remember, he had a duck in one game. I'm not sure if he played the game.
He only played 1, I think. I think they only gave him 1.
It's only 1 game again, man.
Yes,
and ducks. And I remember that interview that I did with him a couple months ago, and we were talking, and I was saying that I was looking forward to seeing him in the CPL, and at the same time he was saying that boy, you know, he wasn't given a contract. He wasn't given a contract or anything, and you know, we're saying that boy, it might not be too late. So the other evening when I saw him playing, I was a bit surprised because I didn't even know that somebody had reached out and had grabbed him, you know.
No, but
so
Lennox, he probably is one of those emerging players.
Well, emerging from what?
No, they have this rule in the CPL where I think at least 5 emerging players.
Is the wrong Andre McCarthy I'm talking? I didn't see his face and I just saw the name Andre McCarthy. Or is the wrong Andre McCarthy?
Yeah, it's the same Andre McCarthy, man. It's the same Andre McCarthy. But what I said, right? It's a rule where each player have to get at least 3 game time.
5. 5. I think 5.
5 game time, yeah.
But the emerging player not supposed to be a young player.
Yes.
No.
Andre McCarthy is about 30, 34, 35, you know.
No, what I said, you know, once they're in the team, once they get a contract in a team, each player has to get 5 games.
Oh, I thought they had
5 games.
No, man.
It was specific to emerging players, man.
No, man. I thought
emerging players, yeah.
I thought the rule said it had to do with the emerging players that would be youngsters, maybe like let's see Bishop and Young and those guys coming in, like those type of guys.
Yes.
Andre McCarthy is an established cricketer. He's 35.
Oh well.
When I looked at the television, I saw the name Andre McCarthy and he got out for a duck. So if it's the same Andre McCarthy that I had interviewed here a couple months ago, he's about 35, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's the same Andre McCarthy, but he's not an emerging player then.
No,
but,
man, he's not
but
emerging.
Andre McCarthy does play best cricket in Talawas now.
Yeah, he's more of a transitioning player. Yeah,
but Andre McCarthy is a good batsman. I find Andre McCarthy should have been up in the batting rank, but I don't know if he don't get much game time or what.
He makes a lot of runs regionally. You understand? So I was a bit surprised why he wasn't given a chance. But yeah.
That's like how Devon Smith started the regional circuit. He's a kind of player like that. Because Devon Smith get a couple centuries on regionally. But every time I was still give him a try him and then put him back in a region.
Devon Smith is the classic regional bully.
Shotgun. Shotgun to call him. Shotgun. And yeah, there are a couple players over the years that would have done really well at the regional level. The Devon Smith, the Ryan Hines and these guys. These guys have some good figures at regional level, but I guess not all players are meant to step up to the next level. Leon Johnson have some good numbers also. And a couple more of them. God Almighty.
Night before last night was talking about John Campbell.
Yeah,
John Campbell.
But look at the 100 Sean Nepal emerged the other day, sports to the board, and John Campbell only make 19. I mean, come on, man. You see a partner hitting the ball like that after certain overs.
No, John Campbell isn't playing, It was Brandon King and Shandapar Hemorrhage, I think. Not John Campbell. Shandapar Hemorrhage and Brandon King. Yeah.
Brandon King, right. I find Brandon King should have made more runs the other day, man.
Boy, here we go now. If I was in Brandon King position and I find that boy I'm not making any runs and I see my partner teeing off like that, I go and take my time and work. I go and take my time and work in my way and hold my way. I go and take my time and work myself in. I mean, if
get a quick single and give the strike.
I mean, if me doing this is going to jeopardize the winning, I wouldn't do it. But if I think that my teammate is teeing off and I have other people in the dugout to come, I now out in a virgin. Me not out.
You man, not out. Take a quick single man and just give all that strike.
Yeah. So the next game, when they are looking at the team at the score sheet, they are supposed to see it. Well, Sports to the Bone was not out. He got 15 off 25 deliveries, but at the time he didn't need to go. He played the role well at that. The massive
support role.
Yeah. But generally speaking,
was impeccable.
Exactly. But generally speaking, Shandon, he hasn't been good over the last couple of series.
No.
But
for real.
Yeah.
I have one question.
I respected better for them, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Mr. Lover.
Really respect.
Guys.
Yeah.
What y'all think about Andre Russell batting at number 7 or 8 in that Jamaican Talos lineup?
Foolishness.
Thank you.
As
foolishness.
As I would have said, Mr. Lover, about
no. Mr. Lover, look. I wouldn't say it's foolishness. Reason being, the first 2 or 3 games, Talawa have a good start, right?
But Shannon, wait. One question before you continue. How often will somebody play a 14 ball 50? At that stage at the innings where he's coming in, you won't get much balls to face at that stage at the inning. How often are you going to play 14 ball 50?
No, look what they're looking at. Look what I think they're looking at. I'm not going to answer well. I think this is the reason why Andre was batting so far. If you watch the game the other day when it was 15 for 5, they never sent Andre Russell until about 7 or 8, Reason being, the wicket was falling too much, and the overs was about 10, 8 overs. When it was the Angostura break, it was 5 for about 80 something, right? And Carlos batting good, but when the team watching, if Andre Russell get at least 3 overs, we know what Andre Russell could do in 3 overs. What if they said Andre Russell before Carlos Brathwaite? And he get out, and then Carlos Brathwaite come in.
Here my take on it now. Here my take. Before I go into it though, guys, we're not going to go up until 9 o'clock, you know. I'm going to be on for another 10 minutes or so. Zane? Never mean to speak.
What's the boy that like sleep early, man?
No, man. No, man, I don't like sleep early, but I may have the car, I may have to pick up wifey. You see me?
Okay.
All right. Yeah, man. All right. So we're the same thing. Where what's the two guys name from Amazon again? Puran and Hetmeyer. Puran and Hetmeyer. It's almost the same thing where Russell is concerned. I mean, these guys are more of touch players than Russell. But here is my opinion where Russell is concerned. Where Talawa is concerned. Notice I'm not saying West Indies. Why I think he should bat earlier in Talawa's team. This guy is an established international cricketer. Plays franchise cricket around the world. So at the CPL level, I don't think he should be too afraid to come in maybe about 5 or 6 overs earlier. You understand? This is CPL. It's not West Indies cricket where you have Evan Lewis, you have Hetmeyer, Puran, you have Pollard and those guys. This is CPL. This is the Talawa, right? And you have guys failing left, right, and center. So I wouldn't have a problem with Russell facing some more overs where Talawa is concerned. You understand? Where West Indies is concerned, when you have the touch players, you can allow the touch players to go out early and do them thing. But where Talawa is concerned, I am thinking that him can bat a little bit earlier, to be honest. You understand? Because as an established international cricketer, he should be able to bat 10 or 15, 10, 11 overs and not just come on and bat 3 overs or 4 overs. I am thinking that Russell should be able to bat 10 overs as an established international cricketer. That is my
Sports on the board. Me not give a wrong enough. Me not give a wrong about that, but the man is a finisher, brother. The man is a top class finisher. And to the team going right now, we need Andre Russell to make for at least 4 overs. We need him for at least 4 overs.
But here, I'm going to say this and then I'm going to give the other guys a chance to talk. All right. I don't know if you would have noticed. Yeah. Take the lights of Brendan McCullum, A.B. de Villiers, and who else I can talk about now? Maybe Mahendra Singh Dhoni. These guys are considered to be finishers, but when they play for certain franchise teams, where do they bat?
Oh,
from time to time. From time to time, they might bat low based on the other international cricketers that are ahead of them. But when a AB de Villiers is in a franchise team and this man is considered to be a world-class finisher, sometime he open, sometime he bat a number 3, right? Depending on the franchise that he's playing at, right? Bam, 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 Shandan, the argument dead. Go on, Mr. Lover and Blackwood and the others.
Yeah, but what I think, I mean, it's a mass situation, really, because when Tala was 15 for 5, it was like 10 overs remaining, So I think it's really up to the match situation. Like, normally in a T20 match, they will reach Russell. Naturally, they lose a wicket here and there. So eventually, when they get to Russell at number 6, number 7, you'll be 14 over
number 15, 16. Yeah. Right.
But when I lose a lot of wickets up front, they want somebody to kind of hold the thing together, So I think that's what I think. I don't want to stop him from his natural appetite of hitting.
Exactly, and watching it, you have to watch the strike rate as well. The strike rate play an important role, as a finisher now. I don't want the strike rate to be decreased.
Yeah, because it was 20 of 8 balls, The last innings was 20 of 8 balls, So that's the type of role. He face about 10, 15 balls the most and make a bag of runs. That's kind of his primary role. So I think I agree that he's an international cricketer, but at the same time, based on the situation, his job is to play 10, 15 balls and maximize.
Exactly.
But guys, my objection with that is that the innings that he played in the first CPL, those innings are anomalies. Those innings don't come every day. And he will never play an innings like that again, probably because Gia played an innings like that once. I think it was 12
I think he got 51 of 12 balls or something like that, I think.
In the Big Bash. Fastest 50 ever. Gil has never replicated that again. Those things were once in a career moment. You need to give the man at least 5 overs to bat. 5-7 overs to see something. So the heroics you're expecting bringing him down all the way at number 8, number 7. It's ridiculous.
I think that's what they're doing with Fabian Allen, you know. But Fabian Allen, the last 2 matches, he not seem to handle it so well.
The difference with Fabian Allen is that the Patriots bat deeper.
Yeah, but Fabian Allen is batting at number 6 now. They asked Fabian Allen to some proper shots and stuff like that. And Fabian Allen is not really a proper shot man. Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of we have a good finish and then they try to curb him like okay no.
But Marlon, the fella was out before he was to come in. He was trying to out before, you know. He was attacking the ball and he wasn't getting out. But eventually he get out after, but he was really trying to out before the 15th over, you know.
Bradway. No, Bradway, no.
Not Bradway, the fella like 40 something.
I don't know if his name is Ali or I don't remember.
Ali, some man of Ali.
Oh yes.
No,
funny enough, say Ashish Nera raised a good point. The top class spinner say, Sports to the Bone, is this the last season for Russell at Talawas? It's a strong possibility. A lot of persons that
I thought last year was the last season.
All right, no man, he had last year I think he had 2 years left, which would have been last year and this year.
It could have been his last year.
Yeah, because the controversy with the Gale.
All right. I think that video that I did, well, that little saga with Russell and Gale and Sawan, I think that is what would have allowed a lot of persons that are currently on this channel to find about this channel. I did a video about Russell and one about Samuels, one about Gale. You know, all of the mix up. I did something about that. That is where the channel really started to take off. So it's actually funny how Ashish Nera bring that up now. I think this might be his last year. I think so. I think he might be walking away from the franchise because of the owners. The top class right
now. Don't exposed to the bone.
Alright.
What about Carlos Brathwaite innings? Nobody not talk about Carlos Brathwaite innings. That was a fantastic innings, man.
No, we salute Brathwaite, man. It was definitely a good innings. Yeah, Mr. Lover, you were trying to say something.
I was saying, look, during the summer when Russell went in at number 4 to bat and won the game for us.
You mean when he got
which game was that again?
I think it was against.
When they got 100 against Trinidad.
No. I'm talking about the internationals game. I think it's South Africa.
How was it India, the semi-final against India?
No.
When he got the 40?
In our summer. I think it's Australia or one of them team. He made 30-something in quick time.
Probably South Africa.
Probably South Africa. Him and Fletcher were not out. Gale had made, about 12 or 20, something around that. Fletcher and him stayed and anchored the innings. It was less about 130 we needed to win.
No, remember that game, man.
No, Andre was a good batter now. Don't get me wrong now. Andre Ross is a good batsman now, but what Andre was so concerned about is the strike rate, and people don't understand. Andre Ross have a really good strike rate.
Yeah, you have a good strike rate, but sometimes this situation call for different things, you know. I understand.
What do you think about the batting for Talawa right now?
As you see, before the tournament start, or before the tournament had started, I had indicated that the Talawa, the batsmen are too similar, and I still hold the same sort of argument, right? Not saying that if all of them tee off on one day, you're definitely going to win. You know, just as when we met the 255 the other day. But I think the batting is too similar. You have Chadwick Walton, Kenard Lewis, Andre Russell, Carlos Brathwaite. You know, these are all the same type of players, shot players. You understand? I mean, them have Brooks, so them we put in every now and again, where we do him thing. But I think the players are.
I feel Brooks should bat at number 2.
Number 3.
Number 3. The reason being, number 3. One down. The reason being, Brooks is a touch player.
He has played a couple of innings there, maybe about 2 games so far, and it didn't look too bad. You
don't think he could bat number 3?
Yeah, man. That's what I'm saying. I think he played 1 or 2 games for us, and it didn't look too bad. So you know, but generally speaking, I think the guys are too similar. And see Kevin D reminding us of something. It was the same. He said they had last year where we had a lot of right-handers in the team. Even though before we lost the last 2 games, it wasn't a problem because we were seated second in the table. But the batsmen are too much of the same for me. That is for me. Walton, Russell, Brathwaite, who else? Kenner Lewis. All of the men we expect to make runs. All of them are basically the same type of players. You understand? I might be wrong, but I just see the man too similar. That is just how I see. Yeah. Yep, man, I'm hearing you.
The panel for the World Cup, please.
Me not hear you.
I would like to hear you and the rest of the panel 15 for the World Cup.
Oh. I've got that next day, man, because the man has got to pick up his wife.
No, man. Hey, what a disgusting, you know. All right, no, man. The thing is that I don't want to give you a 15 and then leave out people that I would have considered. But let me off the top of my head. Let me give you some people where is a certainty. Lewis is a certainty.
McCoy.
Lewis, Heckmeyer, Pooran, McCoy, Russell, Allen, Bravo. You know, the usual man name. Pollard, Akil Hussein do that for me too. I carry Walsh in my 15 same way. Allen, you know, the same man where the year we talked about earlier.
Rastan Chase.
Rastan Chase is there. Because right now, Rastan Chase in my team for batter number 3. Right? Right now, I'm not too sure if I'm going to carry where the pace bowler is concerned. I'm not sure between Edwards and Thomas. Between Edwards and Thomas.
Edwards. You mean Smith?
No, man, Edwards.
Smith and Thomas.
No, between Edwards and Thomas. Remember.
No, they're going to bring Edwards.
I
feel like I'm bring Edwards.
Yeah, that's right. Even though right now Edwards, Thomas and Cottrell. I think Cottrell is in their mind also.
Yeah, Cottrell is a must.
Yeah, it's a lot of players, but I can't see Cottrell, Edwards, and Thomas going at the same time. Because remember, we have McCoy, Bravo, and those guys that are going to bowl 4 overs every game. You understand? So
don't be surprised if they bring Ravi Rampal today.
Man, it's about 20.
But remember, I think there were 23 that you could carry, and then
23 you could carry,
and then have the reserves.
Hold on.
So the 15 is not so much. Yes.
With that point, I will like to
is
see
not all that relevant until the game be.
I'm kind of confused. Sometimes it seems as if it's 15, sometimes it seems as if it's 18. I'm not sure how much is.
I'm not sure. All right, I'm not sure, but here what I'm sure of. You see Thursday. Well, no one West Indies. Sometimes them give you a date, and then them on the day come them not announce.
Mr. Lover says ICC date.
Oh, it's the final date.
Of ICC deadline.
It's the deadline because yesterday Pakistan gave theirs. I will know a couple other teams give for them already. So when Thursday come, based on what happened Thursday, then we can look and see how it goes. All right.
Well, for me,
may I go? Yeah. Finish up on Blackwood.
Yeah, so for my 15, Gail, Lewis, Chase, Poran, Pollard, Russell, Allen, Bravo, Joseph, 9, Cottrell 10, Hussein 11, and then I have Hitmaya 12, Simmons 13, Hola 14, and Rutherford 15. And then after that 15, I have Rampal, Makaya, Was Juna for the next three for the whichever reserve them I bring. Audience Smith as a fourth, and Kesrick Williams. We see him play a couple good games, so I have him in the reckoning as well.
Oh yeah, I see.
So that's a 15 plus those four guys, and if they still can bring more, what asking for bring
Rutherford, you have Rutherford in there.
Yes, he does.
Yeah, my Rutherford in the 15. So Rutherford is a 15 person. Then you have Rampal, Mackay, Was Jr., Odin Smith as Kizert Lewis as another fight that pushes to 20. I don't know how much I can bring.
Yeah,
that's for me. And then one more thing.
Around 23.
Oh, 23. Okay. If they can bring 23, I would bring Romare Shepherd and O'Shane Thomas as well. If I can bring those guys. But for the top 11, definitely I will try with Gale again. If you know fire, I'll bring in Simmons instead.
But Lennox, not to comment on the street and the comment you move before this. I don't understand that comment one bit.
Which one?
This comment. I can't see how you have a toss up between Chase and Brooks when Chase is the leading scorer in the CPL at the moment.
Hey, I love my subscribers, them, man.
Brooks can't even maintain a place in the Talawas team.
I love my subscribers, them, man.
Yeah, true. And there's no toss up with Chase.
No, man. Rastan Chase.
No. I wouldn't say that now. It's not like he can retain a place in Talawas team, no. Remember, some of the players and them have to get game before the competition finish. That's why I feel that they really. I feel that they're gonna bring him back for tomorrow because he play good.
No, but you don't have a player who you sure is a surefire runs. You rotate other players out.
Yeah, but remember is the rule.
Probably not Rastan Chase. Scores them, man. Maybe.
It can't be.
Yo, may I leave now?
Nah, man, Mr. Rastan.
Yeah, may I forgot her now. Yeah.
I will like.
I suppose to the word. Big up yourself.
Washington said 15 plus 3 reserves.
All right.
In squad people.
18. Yeah.
Yes, 18. Yeah.
18
plus 3 reserves. Yeah. But
Pips. Yo, I will continue tomorrow. Zin?
Hold on for a good.
Yeah, but what time?
Other people can come by playing apart from the 3 reserve. That may I wonder.
I'm not sure. Ashish get information.
Listen.
Thursday, I will be able to give you guys a better information.
They will give you an 18-man squad and they will give you 10 reserve.
All right.
Oh, 18 man. Okay.
I said to not try to set me up for some cussing little more. Yo, later.
Look at it.
All right, big up on yourself. Big up on yourself.
I'm out.
Manners.
All right, guys. Bless up.